everyone, look what I just got in, and I am so stinking excited. Like, I cannot explain how excited I am for this. So I bought this at the beginning of January because, you know, I didn't get it for Christmas, and which is totally fine. But I also told myself that if I don't get this for Christmas, I'm buying it for myself in January. So, and I went ahead and did that. So, this is the Seed and Sickle Oracle from Luminal 11, and it's the special edition. Hold on just a second. My dog is barking. All right, sorry about that. My dog was whining. She's like, in the room, out of the room, in the room, out of the room. But anyway, so I was very, very good, and I did not open this yet, so it is completely sealed. So I'm very excited. And I do hope that the visuals are much better than the unboxing I did of the Pacific Northwest Tarot, because I don't know what happened with that, but me being in my art room right now instead of my ritual room, because of all the renovations we're doing, I don't know if the lighting like messed with the focus or something, but it was super like grainy and blurry, and there was nothing I could do about that. And I didn't know it was doing that until I was going through when I was editing, and I was just like, why is this so blurry? So I really hope I don't have that same issue with this. I might, you know, pause my video a few times just to check. But I also can't tell with the sound if I'm having good sound quality or not. So there's just a lot of, the way I have my camera and stuff set up, there's just a lot of unknowns with these things. And hopefully for Mother's Day, I can get some nicer video production stuff. Anyway, all right, so look at this gorgeousness. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Look at this gorgeous catalog. Wow, this is beautiful. Man, this is a catalog I would keep instead of like tossing, you know. It's just really pretty. Oh, this full thing comes right out. Oh wow, look at that. I can't get this all on in frame here, obviously, but this whole thing comes out, and it's, wow, it's like a mix of their tarot and oracle cards. That's really cool. That's a very, very neat. All right, so, and then the catalog itself, it's got the melodies, something melodies. I cannot remember the name of this, but they're the vintage cartoon one that they have out, which is very cool. I don't think I'm gonna get that one, but I do really like it. But yeah, I went through a big like buying spree with tarot decks these last, I don't know, probably 8 months or so. And I still have a few that I really want to get, and I'm probably still going to get those this year, but I think I'm going to be a little more, you know, mystical medleys, that's what it's called. I'm going to be just a little bit more cautious about, you know, bringing a whole bunch of decks into my collection. Now, this is one of the ones that I really want to bring into my collection, the Cosmic Slumber. There's something about this artwork that I'm drawn to, that I really like. Like, I'm not interested in the Modern Witch Tarot, and I know how popular that is. I do like the Eight of Pentacles there. And you'd think I would like this one, but I don't know, I just don't have that desire. And I thought about getting the New Chapter Tarot, but White Newman is okay, it's certainly pretty, but I don't know if it's my style. Mystical Medleys is cool. It's very vintage. I like it. This is the one I really want to bring into my collection. I've thought about this one. I don't know how I feel about the color palette though. It is very, very light pastel, like washed out colors, which is certainly nice. I just don't know how I feel about it. But outside of Cosmic Slumber, this would probably be the next one. I'm just, you know, looking through this whole thing here in front of the camera. I know, this is not what you're here for. You're here to see the cards, but this is very pretty. This is like a coloring page. I'm definitely going to color this. That's very cool. I do like the coloring pages, or coloring books. I'm going to get the Cosmic Slumber coloring book, I think. Yeah, so very cool. I really like this catalog. I'm gonna keep it. All right, here it is. I'm so excited. Oh God, this is so pretty. I'm just checking real quick that I'm still in frame, and I think I am. I'm standing up here. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I'm so excited about this. You know, I almost got the mass market version of this deck, and because, you know, it's miles cheaper than what this cost, but there was too much about this that I liked. Every time I was watching someone else do a walkthrough of this limited edition set, I was like, yeah, I really want the limited edition set. Which is funny enough, because I, as much as I want the Cosmic Slumber deck, I think I'm just interested in the mass market version of that, because I'm just, when I see what's available for the limited edition for the Cosmic Slumber, I'm just very meh about it, you know. So, but this one though, the limited edition of this version was just beautiful, and I'm totally going to be using this tin to hold magical items. This is very cool. Look at this, and here's my card of authenticity. I have deck number 143 out of 1111. Very cool. So this is my authentication. Now this gorgeous thing here, gosh, which side do I want as the front? That's a tough pick. Like, I really like the colors of this one. This is more my colors. But this is very nice too. Huh. But this is just a notebook, and it's super gorgeous and very nice pages. I am definitely going to use this as a journal for this deck. Now we do have this beautiful bag. So this was actually a little bit of a deterrent for me to get this thing, only because I'm probably not going to use this, at least not for the Seed and Sickle. I might use it for this one though, even though it says Seed and Sickle on there. But the thing is, I really want to use this deck with the Pacific Northwest Tarot. And this is the bag that I made for the Pacific Northwest Tarot. And I really, and this trim here I bought specifically for the Seed and Sickle, for the bag that I'm going to make for this. And I just, you know, I think I would prefer to have these be in very similar bags, because I want them to go together. Part of the reason I wanted the Seed and Sickle was to use it with the Pacific Northwest Tarot, because the artwork on both of them is just, they match so well. So I think I'm gonna, even though this says Seed and Sickle on it, I think I'm gonna use this for the Citadel deck. And speaking of, before I get to the Seed and Sickle, I am gonna look at the Citadel deck, because I'm quite excited about this. And this is, wow, this is, you know, smaller than I was expecting. And I have tiny, tiny hands. Like, I have child-size hands. That's why it's so difficult for me to shuffle a lot of decks. And look at the size of this compared to my hands. Like, I have the hand size of a 10-year-old. And here we go. So this, I was expecting these to be bigger, just based on the walkthroughs and stuff I've seen of this. It's slightly stuck in there. Here we go. And wow, this is very pretty. And I actually do like this shape, this hexagonal shape. Oh, here's the book behind. All right. So I think I don't mind, you know, obviously they're not going to stay upright as you shuffle them, but I don't mind that. I wouldn't read them. I wouldn't read reverses, but this is very pretty. And so the thing is, I don't know that I would buy this deck on its own, like if it was available separately. But part of what enticed me to get this special edition version, this limited edition version, was the fact that I am getting another deck with it. So And look at that. So pretty. I have no idea if this is in focus or not. I really hope it is. See if I can bring it up and try to look at the camera a little bit. Yeah, this is real pretty. Just looking through real quick. Acolyte, Alchemist, Astronomer. But this is a pretty card. I like that. Cartographer, Champion, Priest. Look at that one. The Scholar, the Sentinel, the Summoner. Ooh, that one's pretty. Look at that. Warrior. When I play like MMOs or role-playing games or things like that, I usually am a warrior type character. I like to go in there and just, you know, kill things in a video game. I like to get up close and personal. Ooh, that one's cool. That's very cool. The Hunter, the Pathless, the Pilgrim, the Sailor. Ooh, that's cool. I actually have an idea in my head of what I could use this deck for a little bit. The Thief, the Walker, the Weaver, that's very cool. The Witch, the Aspirant, and I think we're back at the beginning. I think Aspirant was the first one. Yes, I think, yes, because Witch is the last one. All right, and I'm going to shuffle these real quick, and yeah, they've all turned and gone every which way, but that's okay. Whoops. So let me turn it this way so I'm not seeing the images. So it is a little bit difficult. Oh, geez, there it goes. To shuffle the shape. But, you know, I kind of like that it's a different shape. I like that it's not just, you know, obviously I can't riffle shuffle these. There's one way to get people to not riffle shuffle. Make it a really weird shape like this. So let's see what the card on top is. The King. I like it. Very cool. I'm going to set this to the side. All right. And I love that the box is, oops, I'm just throwing it everywhere. The box is magnetic. So that's very cool. Very cool. So there's no fear of it opening. And the deck, or the book is shaped in the same hexagonal shape. Okay. All right, and now what we've come here for. We've come here for the Seed and Sickle Oracle. And this limited edition version also has special edging because it's not just the mass market version here. It's got some nice edging on it. And I'm going to put this maybe... Oh, where am I going to put this? Let's see. I guess we'll just leave it right here. No, I'm going to put it right there. Okay. So, this is my first Liminal 11 deck. I don't have any of the other ones, even though I really want Cosmic Slumber, and maybe the Luna Soul. I'm not decided. I probably won't get that one this year. But I will probably get the Cosmic Slumber. But this is actually my first Liminal 11 deck, and I love their boxes, like really high quality. And I'm just gonna pull out my Pacific Northwest Tarot just to see kind of a size difference. This one is quite chunkier than this one. I don't know if you can tell on the camera. Gosh, there's about that much. It's about that much thicker. But I like, you know, the Pacific Northwest Tarot because it opens very easily like this. This is quite nice. I'm obviously going to keep it in the box. On the bottom says one to wither, one to grow, one for the she, and one for the crow. And very nice. And then we have, look at this gorgeous deliciousness. So pretty. I love it. And we've got just this gorgeous box that it comes in. It's kind of light over here and then fades into dark over here. You know, I'm sure if you're watching this, you've probably seen lots of unboxings of this particular deck. So you know that it's a two book system. which I don't know how I feel about that. And I am going to take this out. I don't think I need this in here. I know that it's now going to be smaller in there and move around a bit, but I don't mind that. I don't want the paper in there. So because I'm late to the game with this, so there's lots of walkthroughs of this deck, so I'm not going to get too deep into each card here and the book system, because there's tons of walkthroughs of this. But basically this is a two decks, or a 2-book system, and you can read each card in 2 different ways, either the dawn way or the dusk way. And the dawn is all about like kind of manifesting and going out and doing, and it's very active, whereas the dusk book is more like self-care, self-reflection. It's more inward. This is kind of a seize the day sort of energy, whereas this is a very inward sort of energy. And yeah, and as far as the 2-book system, because everyone I've seen do walkthroughs of this seems to be really in love with this idea of the 2-book system. And I'm still on the fence about that. I like that there's 2 different ways to read each card. I like that concept. I just don't know how much I like 2 separate books for this. I sort of wish there was, like, this was just all one book, and it gave the dawn and the dusk for each card. Maybe just one chunky book. One chunky book is, I don't think I like the 2 separate books for this, but that's really just my personal opinion there. All right, so I'm going to do a quick look through of these cards because, like I said, there are tons of walkthroughs of this deck, so I'm not going to add to that. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of this, and wow, these are really stuck together. It's this gilding. I'm going to have to like pry apart each card. Okay, so I'm going to maybe speed this up a little bit or put some music over it, but here we go. I will say I absolutely love this poppy card. I love it, and I kind of associate poppies with the Morrigan, so this this definitely makes me think of on Morrigan here. Yeah. I also really like this cornflower card. It's just really pretty. Gorgeous colors. So I love this card, and in fact, the fabric that I bought for this deck is looks very similar to this. I used this card as an inspiration for what fabric to buy for the bag that I'm gonna make. Love this mushroom card. This is a really pretty card. Just the contrast, the crocus here, very pretty. This is a very pretty interpretation of rose, because it's not like, you know, gentle and a pretty gorgeous rose. It's kind of dark, and I really quite like it. I think that another card is stuck to this, but yeah, I love this rose card. Very interesting. This is gorgeous. I mean, it's like that sun card in the Pacific Northwest Tarot, and I'm not sure if I can, you know, I'm not going to search through my whole thing to find it, but, you know, it's my favorite card in this deck is the sun card because of just how shining bright the sun is. Here we go. And I get the same sort of energy from this citrus here. And let me see the size difference. These are almost the same size here. This is, I think this deck is just a hair wider and a hair longer. Just a hair. Like, it's almost the same size. And finally, the Sickle. What a beautiful, beautiful deck. Like, and look at the backs. Look at these. These are gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. I'm going to see if I can try to riffle shuffle this. It's going to be easier than the Pacific Northwest Tarot because there's much less cards. So, they're still a little stiff, but it's going well. I did have to pry apart so many cards. There were cards that were like in big chunks that I had to just pry apart. And I love this copper edging of this. Just gorgeous. I might even be able to riffle. Bridge this. I'm not sure. I'm a little afraid to, but I might be able to bridge this. Let me move some cards out of the way, or books out of the way, and see if I can do this. No, I can't do it yet, and I don't want to bend the cards. So, but maybe when they loosen up a little bit, I might be able to. This came right out, chamomile, beautiful. But I might be able to bridge these once they loosen up a bit and the stiffness is gone, something like that. Let me do this, and I'm gonna pull a couple of my Pacific Northwest Tarot cards since I do want this to be to go together. Of course, the sun, because I just had that on top. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Let me see what the deck might say about chamomile. So I'm going to do the Dusk book first. So the quick keep words for the Dusk guidebook for chamomile is rest and recovery. So rest and recovery, surrounded by a lot of energetic energy, huh? Very nice. And then let's see, do the dawn meaning. And I feel like this, I mean, obviously that's an energy we would have, an intention going into this. So you have to decide whether it's going to be a dusk or dawn meaning. But let's see, quick reading guide for chamomile. Chamomile, so a strong relationship or protection. So here's a strong relationship here, as teamwork energy, working together. Very nice. So, and then there's a little write-up for each in both books, and this is where I just wish it was in one book. You know, I just sort of wish this was one book, because going back and forth, I don't, that's the only thing I just don't like about this deck. And it's what everyone else seems to love about this deck, but I've always I definitely wanted this deck, and I'm so happy I have it, and it's gonna look so beautiful with this Pacific Northwest Tarot, and that's exactly what I was going for with this. The artwork is just amazing, but I don't know that I like two separate books. I think I find it more of a hindrance than a help, if that makes sense. But that's just my personal opinion on this. Yeah, I sort of just wish it was one big book. I like the idea of two separate meanings for each card. And let me find it. Let's do a different card now. I'm gonna do a quick shuffle. Let's put this card here. Chickweed. Of course, we've got. Let's do this. Woo, jeez. Then like that. So, yeah, these look so nice next to each other. I'm, in fact, just gonna put this like this. So the seed in the middle of these two cards is lovely. Let's see, maybe bramble, pimpernel. Yeah, I really like this deck. This is very, very pretty. It's definitely going to be a study deck, because that's the thing with a deck like this. With Oracle decks, you need the books for them for the most part. It depends on the deck, but they're their own system. So it's not like tarot where I could not even use the book with this deck and just go by what the tarot meanings I already know, or read them intuitively, things like that. But with a deck like this, first of all, it's a little hard to know intuitively what cornflower could mean, and you know, and there's not a whole lot of information here. There are little hints about what the card could mean, but it's really a deck that you need the books for, and I do plan to do a deep study or a deep dive into this deck to really understand and get familiar with what each card means. I love this oak acorn card here. It's very cool. Yeah, I definitely love this deck, but it is going to be a study deck, and not everyone's into something like that. Not everyone has time for something like that. I barely have time for something like that. And then Sickle right here at the end. The Sickle. Let's see. Oops. There. Nice. I like it. All right, so I'm just gonna wrap this up. This has already been a long video, so I'm gonna wrap this up here, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.